Good evening. We begin tonight by looking at a map. It shows a long winding line. This line stretches for over 1,600 miles. It separates two nations, Afghanistan-Pakistan. This border is known as the Durand Line. It was drawn in 1893 by a British diplomat. For over a century, this line has been a source of tension. Pakistan recognizes it as the official international border. Afghanistan, however, has never accepted its legitimacy. The terrain along this border is rugged and mountainous. It is incredibly difficult to police. For generations, people have crossed it freely. Families, tribes span both sides of the line. Their connections are older than the border itself. This porous nature makes it easy for groups to move back and forth, often unseen. The simmering tensions boiled over in early October 2025. On October 9th, 2025, Pakistan launched a series of airstrikes deep inside Afghanistan. The targets were not just in the border regions. Kabul, Khost, Jalalabad. Pakistan said the strikes aimed at TTP leadership. One main target, Nur Wali Masood. On October 11th and 12th, Afghan Taliban forces launched retaliatory attacks on Pakistani posts along the border. Heavy weapons were used by both sides. Spin, Boldak, Chaman. These are major border crossings and centers of trade. The fighting halted normal life and trade. Both sides claimed heavy casualties. These numbers are hard to verify. Part of the information war. The United Nations gave a sober tally. 37 civilians were killed. 425 injured. The strikes and counterstrikes were the worst fighting in years, shattering fragile understandings. The conflict coincided with a diplomatic visit to India, adding complexity and stoking fears of wider regional instability. Now, we must talk about a group called the TTP. The full name is Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan. They are a separate group from the Afghan Taliban, though they share a similar ideology. The TTP's goal is to overthrow Pakistan's government. They want to impose a strict interpretation of Islamic law. They found a safe haven in Afghanistan's border regions. From there, they plan and launch attacks inside Pakistan. Pakistan accuses the Afghan government of not doing enough. The Afghan Taliban deny these accusations. In the past year, the TTP has carried out over 600 attacks on Pakistani security forces. This surge has created immense pressure on Pakistan's government, pushing relations to a breaking point. In any conflict, it is ordinary people who pay the highest price. The violence is not just about soldiers and military posts. It is about families, homes, livelihoods being destroyed. A farmer in Khost can no longer tend to his fields. A truck driver in Chaman has been out of work for weeks. The casualties reported by the United Nations are not just statistics. They are people. In Paktika, a Pakistani airstrike hit a house. Among the dead were 3 members of Afghanistan's national cricket team. Their deaths sent a shockwave across the country. Funerals were held, attended by hundreds. The Afghanistan Cricket Board withdrew from a planned T20 series with Pakistan. Beyond immediate casualties, there is a silent crisis of displacement. Families fled with only what they could carry. Let me tell you a story. The family's name is Khan. Ahmed Khan was a shopkeeper. He sold fabrics, he sold clothes. On October 11th, the family huddled in a back room. The children cried as the walls shook with each explosion. At dawn, they left, documents and bread in a small bag. They walked away from the border and the fighting. Yusuf, the oldest, held his sister's hand tightly. He tried to be brave for her. The shop was locked. The toys were left on the floor. They did not know where they were going. Amid the escalating violence, there is a glimmer of hope. International partners have stepped in to mediate. Qatar, Turkey have played a crucial role, bringing both sides to the table. An immediate ceasefire was agreed upon. The guns have fallen silent for now. The next step is to make it hold. A follow-up meeting is scheduled in Istanbul. Pakistan insists on a concrete, verifiable monitoring mechanism. Kabul reiterates Afghan soil will not be used against others. Joint patrols. Community elders. Trade reopened. The ceasefire is a fragile opportunity. It must not be wasted. Thank you.